Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to help you become more confident and successful when using stainless steel. Now, one of the most common comments I receive is that the oil is immediately burning when it gets added to the pan or during the cooking. Now, when this happens, it just takes away the fun of cooking with stainless steel, as now you have a bigger cleaning job on your hands. Now, to avoid this happening, the first thing you need to look at is the oil. When cooking at high heat, you need to be using a high smoke point oil, such as clarified butter, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, the list goes on. But just make sure that it's a refined oil, as refined oils generally have a higher smoke point than unrefined oils. Next is the temperature. Now, most people for searing foods will have the heat turned all the way up, which is wrong. There's absolutely no need for you to do that. Like I've shown on previous videos, to stop your food from sticking and to maintain a temperature, start your pan on a medium-low heat, wait for 4 minutes, and then check if it's hot enough by adding in some water into the pan. If it fizzles away, it's not hot enough. If it's the correct temperature, it will create a bead or two and start bouncing around the pan like it is here. And as we're letting the pan heat up for 4 to 5 minutes before adding in our food, this allows the pan to maintain a high heat without needing to have the temperature turned all the way up. Test out your hob and try having it on a medium-low. Another mistake I see often is people adding in cold food to the pan. When using stainless steel, you never want to add cold food into the pan, as adding in cold food causes the pan's temperature to drop, which closes the pores in the pan, and then they open back up as the pan heats again, which increases the chance of the food seeping in and start sticking. What you need to do is take your food out of the fridge 30 minutes before cooking to allow it to come to room temperature. This will prevent the oil from rapidly dropping in temperature and stops the pores from closing. All foods are absolutely fine to be brought to room temperature before cooking, including poultry. But as a rule of thumb, I will only keep my meats out of the fridge for a maximum of 30 minutes. And now another no-no is adding in wet food into the pan, particularly for fish and proteins, as the moisture on the protein will steam rather than sear, which will make it stick to the pan. To avoid this, take your food out of the fridge, like I just mentioned, and wait 30 minutes to bring it to room temperature and allow the moisture to exit. Then, using kitchen paper, pat dry on both sides before adding on your seasoning. It's also worth noting, once you've dried one side, before you flip it over, quickly wipe down the chopping board, otherwise you're just going to be adding moisture back onto the food. Now, when cooking at lower heats for more delicate foods, the best way to stop it from sticking is to start heating up the pan on a low heat and wait just 30 seconds, and then after 30 seconds, add in some butter or oil, and if you're using butter, move it around the pan, covering the whole pan's surface, and if you're using oil, wait until it starts spreading across the pan. And once your butter is fully melted or your oil starts to spread, we're going to roll it around the pan. And the reason we do this is stainless steel has pores within the steel, which opens up as the pan heats. So we roll the oil or butter around to cover these and to make sure that every crack and crevice has been filled, as if we don't, the food will end up seeping into the pores and then it will stick. We're even going to get the edges of the pan to make sure the pores are filled in there too. Once you've rolled your oil around, you can add your egg or whatever ingredients you are cooking, and as opposed to the high heat cooking, we'll be cooking at much lower temperatures, eliminating the risk of burning or crisping our ingredients. The other benefit to this method is the pan is immediately non-stick, and as you can see, although the food is not cooked, it's moving around the pan freely. I find this method works particularly well with butter. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button to show your support, and then that's it.